Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. In this video will be the summary of the Grading Gruden series, and we're going to try to see whether or not this team is actually better than it was when he arrived 3 years ago. The other videos go into a year-by-year analysis, and if you haven't had a chance to take a look at those, I'll put a link in the description below. So for the summary, we're going to take a look at the macro and then the micro stats that I did in the previous videos. And we're also going to compare these to the last season under Jack Del Rio before Gruden got there in 2017. So similar type format, and where we have our delta here. So obviously the win-loss record was improved 6-10, 8-8. Obviously we want better than that, but there is improvement there. And again, it's similar to the kind of the tale of two teams here, as I spoke in my last video on this series. The offense is kind of hitting its groove now, I think. Top 10 offense now. I think the offense, the way it is good enough to at least contend, if not win a Super Bowl. The problem here is the defense. The defense has actually regressed. It's actually giving up 624 more yards than it did under Jack Del Rio, Ken Norton, John Pagano. But I think with the hiring of Gus Bradley, this will fix this issue. So I would say good marks for Gruden on this side of the ball. Obviously, his system's a little bit different, obviously. But overall, I think the yardage is there. The points scored are there. Penalties have been improved, but as you can see, we only went up one notch. So that means penalties overall are being called less, it looks like, than in 2017. So I'm not going to have a big issue with that. But the defense, so the marks on Gruden here is he's stuck with this guy way too long, obviously. And hopefully Gus Bradley can turn this around. As far as the special teams, the only thing I really want to, it's kind of a mixed bag, but the only thing I really want to note here is this one. Obviously, Marquette King, we miss him. He was a more superior punter than A.J. Cole has been for us. And then the micro analysis of the stats by quarter for each season. Here's 2017 under Jack Del Rio, and then the first 3 seasons with Gruden. Similar type of story. It's better, but not good enough in my opinion, and it's being led by the defense here. If you look here, you see the production as far as point totals here versus here. Noted difference. Now this isn't a typo. I had to triple check this as far as the first half points. We got shut out in that season versus Dallas and the Chiefs in the first half. So we only scored 17 points in the last 4 games of the season there. It's insane, but true. And like I said, I think even given the records, kind of this was probably one of the more difficult seasons as far as total records, but you can kind of see where the offense is kind of hitting its groove now. I think he has the pieces in place. Derek Carr's familiar with it. I know we didn't have a good offseason. We have some young players, but I think we're hitting our stride here on the offensive side. It's the defense that needs work. Still regressions. I think we're about the same, maybe a little bit worse as far as points scored on the defensive side. But again, I think with Gus Bradley there, I'm very optimistic that that can at least be a middle-of-the-road defense, and we can put ourselves into contention there. So overall, I think we are a better team than we were 3 years ago at the end of the 2017 season. Obviously, I don't think we're ready to contend yet. Maybe another year or two with the defensive upgrades. That's going to have to play out. But I do think we are better off now than we were under Jack Del Rio in his last year. But I'd like to know what you have to say about that. Put your comments below. If you did enjoy this video and the series, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and supporting this channel. And as always, go Raiders.